3-wood out. She's been using a 3-wood a lot this week at the Old American Golf Club. She's picking that tee up extremely quickly. You would think that's right down the middle. That's a firm bounce. We've seen a lot of that this week. That's a very good 3-wood, Sophie, there for Charley.
20 and on any of those stats, then you're doing well on a tour with 180, 200 players.
And it's been well documented that she's been working pretty hard on putting the last few weeks.
And it was almost impossible to get that on the correct line because of the way that the fringe cut in the bunker.
Yeah, she's been practicing for 2 hours a day when she's been home at Woburn. Says practicing putting is about as boring as...
Karen, she said, I'm not going to let one bad swing ruin what was a really solid day. Made double bogey, but came back.
Well, and that's a really good attitude to have because it was only the one shot. And, you know, just going back to what you guys were saying that she said in her Instagram, I mean, that's such a key way of winning. And it takes a lot of players to realise that they can only be the best that they can be on any given day, and no matter what anybody else does. And not trying to force it is such a huge issue, Judy, when you're playing.
Well, that's a lot different than the shot yesterday, Karen.
Avoid, though, careful. I think she's okay, don't you?
It looks fine.
Okay. And Charley, we saw that ball roll just to the edge of the divot hole.
Wow, they've done a really good job in filling the divots out here. Lots of sand in them, so even if it had gone in, it wouldn't have been too much of an issue. But much better to be out of it. Just a wedge. Here's an aggressive line.
Yep.
Good shot.
Good shot.
That'll be a putt.
Hit that pretty soft, actually.
A putt to take the lead on a hole for the lead.
Well, and there's just a little upslope as the ball will approach the hole here.
Charley Hull now on the tee at the 11th.
Yeah, got a 7-iron out, which is her, I'd say she flies this about 165. So this shouldn't be taking it back all the way to that flag.
It's going to leave quite a lengthy putt with some speed in it. So we'll see how they fare on this very tough par 3 when we come back.
Any birdies yet, and you're struggling to get the ball in the hole, all of a sudden a bogey is a big deal.
I think that based on how Charley Hull plays, and let's take a look at this putter. Watch, there you go. Much like when a person holds the driver up off the ground, it is intended to make a smoother stroke. Good putt. So that's where I was going with this thought, was that Charley Hull, based on the way she plays the game, and Lydia Ko.
Charley Hull.
Yeah, no need for a driver here for Charley. The bunkers do come into play. And this one is down the right half of the fairway, which will give a better angle into that flag.
Usually will kick left. Quarter and full, if I heard that right.
Yeah, she's got a 9-iron out. The total number is 141, but you could hear Adam, her caddy, taking some yardage off because of the wind. On a bit of a downslope.
Oh, yes.
And we know the putt.
Not an easy one, but a shortish. She is for the lead. Hovering the putter, burying the putt. And Charley Hull moves out in front by 1.
It's a 4-iron. I always think that's testament to a player's ball striking, is if they have a 4-iron in their hands, they're confident that they can get the ball elevated enough, as opposed to putting a hybrid in the bag. She's got enough height on it.
That usually indicates she thinks it's going to go too far. Yeah, it is, and it's going to run down off the green. I'm not sure it'll get as far as where we saw Alexi. See if it stays in the short grass. Yeah, still a bit of work to do there for Charley Hull. She tries to get it up and down for a birdie.
I like the way Charlie's going at the moment. It feels like a match play, and there I think she's going to be the most comfortable.
Trying to edge ahead by a couple of shots. Let's take a look at that one, the way she just clipped it away.
Well, part of this is just perfect execution. She clips the ball absolutely perfectly with just a little brush of the grass, and the ball landed just barely on the putting surface, which, or just apparently not barely on the putting surface. It looked different from behind, but she just had a real feel for the distance.
Expect more from her. Now Charley for birdie.
Not a huge amount in this.
Yeah. Good up and down.
So by the looks of it, this is going to be this little 3/4 9 iron here. Ball is above her feet. There's a little bit of help in this wind, but it is off the left as well. So any hint of a draw, it will take some distance off.
A little anxious looking. I don't know why.
The rest of the field better be anxious. That'll be a putt for a 3-shot lead.
But it looks to me like the hole has got just a little bit of right in it. So we'll see if this straightens out.
It's a huge putt. Oh, this may be Charley's day. She's broken out of a 3-way tie for the lead with 3 straight birdies, as she now leads it by 3 with 4 to go. For her, and she'll keep her card. 15.
And Charley Hull with the iron.
It is, Tom, and I think I know she likes to be playing aggressively, but you've also got to be smart as well. And this is smart. This is one of those holes that you can run out of room into those bunkers very quickly, and there's absolutely no need for that.
And by going, much farther back, it might have something to do with how she wants to play a shot into the green.
Short par 4 15th, just 122 yards for Charley Hull.
So whatever he tells her, that's the most important thing. I like that it's left. You don't want to be right. And she did go down after that one quite hard.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
There's about 2 yards left, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was exactly where he told her to hit it. Every shot she hits, she seems to be worried it's going to go
really well. Adam Woodward, her caddy, has been kind of there, but not really too involved with the green reading. Charley seems to be pretty on top of things. I didn't see a huge amount in this, and getting the ball to the hole won't be a problem. It is downhill.
Well, the lead is 2 with 3 to play. Easy hole at 17, the easiest on the golf course. 16's no pushover, and 18.
It's not really. Not really a very different swing, excuse me.
No, Judy, I was going to say that when she has had that 3/4 swing, she's hit some quality shots.
Yeah.
Obviously, much more of a controlled swing for her.
Yep.
Certainly feeling-wise. I mean, she's been so patient today with her round as well.
Okay. She is not out of it.
Well, 17 is a pivotal hole suddenly.
Charley's still got a birdie putt. But for the moment, Shi Yu Lin is 2 back.
Not wasting any time.
How close can you be and it not go?
15 and 16, just burning the edges.
Well, her average this week is 253 yards up the tee, but I really think that is skewed by the fact that it has not been a driver on every hole.
Yeah, she hasn't been able to hit as many drivers as she would normally. That one didn't get a great amount of run, so we'll see from Karen whether she can get home in 2 easily. Lydia Ko's eagle chip at 17. May have got a little carried away there, Paige. That one's gone a bit far by.
Well, if she was curious at where her position is, there's a huge leaderboard here, so she may have been trying to give it a go.
Yeah.
High and floating out to the right.
Yeah, look how far behind the others she is.
Miles back there. I mean, this is all she could do, really. Just put it down there, give herself a chance to get up and down. Hopefully one of those other three-quarter shots that she's been playing so well.
Yeah. Oh, an important putt for Lydia Ko. She's 2 behind. This to get within 1.
And she took a good look at how So-Yeon Yu's putt ended. You know, the slower the ball moves, the more movement there is, as quick as these greens are. So she would have had a good teach on this.
Always has such wonderful touch.
Yeah, she has what we call soft hands on the putter.
That's a really good up and down and a good putt when she needed it. So Lydia Ko gets within 1 of Charley Hull, who still has that par 5 to finish.
215 to the hole. Got a nice flat lie. Not a huge amount of wind. This one's starting on the right edge, is drawing. This could be good.
Just needs to steady itself. Don't want to go too far up that green.
That is good.
Yeah, and it might come back a little bit. It's a bit steeper over on that side. And it's going to be flag high. That's important because it takes a bit of that right to left break out of it and downhill putt that's come back to hole high. So there is an eagle putt to come for Shi Yulin, who is 2 behind Charley Hull. And the 3rd shot for Hull coming up.
That's 78 yards. And really is in a good spot. And from this distance, it looks like a hole that you could actually attack. I think 78 yards is a good number too. I think with this little bit of wind into, probably going to play about 80.
Well, this is the shot here, I think, that could secure the tournament for her. She plays a really good one here with an easy putt for birdie, and she should be able to finish this thing off. But there are a couple lurking if she does not.
Well, an 18 is always a bit of a scary hole too, Judy. But first things first, put this one in tight. Looked like a three-quarter swing to me.
That's good. It's really good.
Very good.
We've seen so many terrific iron shots from Charley Hull on this final day. Oh, did she rise to the occasion? She did. Oh. She did indeed. And Shi Yulin makes an eagle at the 17th to get to 17 under par and tie the lead.
There's just enough difficulty in this downhill with right movement to make you think.
Great camera angle.
Well, it moved, but it was well executed by Charley Hull. So she moves to 18 under on a 1-shot lead, heading to that tricky 18th. Very tight at the top.
So now 2 back. You feel like this is a must birdie for Lydia Ko.
143 with a 9-iron. Wind has picked up. It's straight downwind.
Well, if it is a must birdie, she's giving herself a great look.
Not going to go away quietly.
How great is she? Former #1 in the world, looking like the old Lydia.
Kind of surprises me, but it would indicate a smart play.
I think given the, I mean, her last driver that she hit was really squirrely. Wasn't a great hit. Maybe this is the confident play.
Well, in her shots into greens, her second shot play has been so very good.
That close.
Just felt a little gust of wind at her back there. Always good to regroup, but when she does regroup, she does it fairly quickly. It's a very high 7-iron.
Leaning like it's left. Will it stay?
I think so.
It's one of those we say, again, just left of perfect.
She said, I'm going to do me. I'm going to be aggressive. And she took on that back hole location, and she's got a putt for birdie.
Well, and this is what the driver's all about. Only has 125 to the hole and has a wedge in her hand. I think she likes it.
Oh, yes. She should. Closing in on 200 career starts on the LPGA Tour. Shi Yu Lin is going to have a birdie putt. Charley Hull is going to have a putt that she hopes will make Shi Yin's Shi Yu's immaterial. Well, Charley Hull is unique. We know that. It's Charlie's style to be aggressive.
In Charlie's words, she's going to do her. She's going to do me.
Didn't waste any time.
That wasn't tentative.
She actually played it as if it was the first birdie putt on the first hole this week. So she's right, and she's good for her word.
This is for par. Well, a 64 in the second round and a 64 on Sunday. And now she waits and watches as Shi Yu Lin lines up a putt to force a playoff.
Yeah, stay posted.
One thing to make on the 17th hole. Hold a football game to make it here, Judy.
Boy, that's a wonderful point, Karen. And the one at 17 was one you're not that likely to make it. This one, you have a little more expectation.
To force a playoff. No.
Another strong week.
It's been a long time coming. Charley Hull is a winner again on the LPGA Tour. Her countrywoman Georgia Hall out to celebrate with her, and that's a celebration it's going to go for a while. She wins the Ascendant LPGA, benefiting Volunteers of America. Couple of 64s this week and a huge win.
Speak to you again today, and it's been 6 years. Has that 6 years been a long, hard wait for you?
Yeah, it has. I've come close a few times since, but you know what? I put in some good work this year. I actually sat down with my coach a few weeks ago and said, this is what we need to work on to get me back into that winner's circle, and we done it. So thanks, Matt.
Well, it has definitely been proven to that point, and that extra work and that extra effort that we've all been talking about, we can see within you. Do you think this is going to spur you on to greater and bigger things?
Yeah, definitely. I think now my game's there. It was just my confidence, and now I'm confident. Yeah, I feel really good. I felt like I was in control of my round, especially coming in. Like, I could have made some more birdies, and I hit good putts, and they just rolled over the edge. And yeah, I feel very proud of myself.
Xiu Lin and Lydia Ko were piling on some pressure there towards the end. Could you feel that, and how proud are you of the way you responded?
It was quite funny, actually, because I found it all exciting. I was like, when Janet made eagle on 17, like I kind of enjoyed that. It made me, you know, want to birdie the last, but I hit a good putt and I missed. But yeah, it was great fun.
Well, many congratulations. Go and enjoy that celebration. I know you will.
Thanks. Won't be doing much celebrating tonight 'cause I've got Gary Player Invitational tomorrow, but I'm seeing my mates Annabelle and that there, so hopefully we'll have a few.
We'll have some fun. Thank you.
Cheers.